What is your accidentally caught your spouse cheating story? I bought matching Fitbits for me and my husband Mark for our anniversary, thinking it would be cute to track our workouts together. I synced us both to the same app so we could tease each other about step counts and sleep scores. Mark wasn't super excited about it, but he wore it anyway. One random Wednesday afternoon, I was working from home when I noticed something weird on the app. Mark's heart rate had just spiked to 130 beats per minute at exactly 2:14 p.m. I thought maybe he was working out or running stairs at his office, but then I remembered he told me that morning he had this huge all-day strategy meeting. No time for exercise. I clicked deeper into his data. 0 steps logged. Just his heart rate going crazy for exactly 26 minutes while he stayed in one spot. That pattern looked really familiar, like when we would be intimate at home and I'd check my own Fitbit afterwards just for fun. I told myself I was being paranoid, but over the next week I started paying closer attention. Every Tuesday and Thursday between 1:30 and 3 p.m., his heart rate would spike to workout levels while his steps stayed flat. And those same nights, his sleep quality scores were terrible, like he was stressed or guilty about something. I felt sick thinking about what this might mean, but I needed to know for sure. The next Thursday, I told Mark I was meeting my sister for lunch and drove toward his office building instead. I parked across the street around 1 p.m. and waited. At exactly 1:45 p.m., Mark walked out the front doors of his building, but he wasn't alone. He was laughing and walking really close to this woman I'd never seen before, a blonde in a tight dress who kept touching his arm. They crossed the street right in front of my car, and I had to duck down so they wouldn't see me. They walked around the corner to this little boutique hotel I'd never noticed before, the kind of place that rents rooms by the hour. My hands were shaking as I took screenshots of everything on the Fitbit app, his heart rate, the timestamp, even his location data that showed he was definitely not at his office. I sat in that parking lot for an hour waiting for them to come out. When they finally did, Mark's hair was messy and the woman was fixing her lipstick. They kissed goodbye right there on the sidewalk like they owned the place. That night, I printed out every single screenshot, his heart rate spikes, the days and times, the location data, all of it. I left the whole stack on his pillow with a note that said, "Your Fitbit tells quite a story." When Mark got home, he went straight to the bedroom. I heard him yell my name from upstairs, but I just stayed on the couch watching TV. He came down holding the papers, looking white as a sheet. He tried to lie at first, said it must be a glitch in the app, that heart rate monitors aren't accurate. But when I showed him the photos I took of him and his girlfriend, he just collapsed into the chair. Turns out they'd been meeting up twice a week for 3 months. She worked in the building next to his, and they'd been flirting in the coffee shop downstairs. He said it started as just harmless conversation, but obviously became way more than that. We're divorced now.